So here we have two demo movies. I will just double click on one to open it. IC Viewer will open the movie. Then the software window appears. You have four parts: top left, top right, bottom left, which are shown here, top left, with a blue part on each of the four parts. The blue part corresponds to the part that you have in the window. Top left is the whole structure. Top right is the structure within the folder you are in on the top left. Bottom right is the actual analysis and the movie. Bottom left is information on the movie that is open. If you stay on the movie top right, you see that you have a preview and you have some information already. Once you have the movie open, you don't really need the other parts, so you can just get rid of them. For that, you go to the top left and you will hide the part of the window that you don't want to see. So I'll click, top left will disappear, top right will disappear, bottom left will disappear, and you're left with just the analysis and the movie. First thing, you can put the movie almost full screen, and then you can analyze it. On the right here, you have the lookup table. This is the image dynamics. Does not change the actual data, it is just for visualization. So with this icon here, you can have either a manual lookup table or an automatic lookup table. For that, you can double click on it and you will see two modes appear: automatic max only or automatic min and max. That means that either the software will control the background level and the higher level of image dynamics, or only the maximum, and you will control the noise level. This is what we usually recommend, because that way you can control the amount of background that you have, and the software will automatically adapt to give you the best image possible, then again only for visualization. So if you click, that's what happens to the lookup table. You can choose the color here in this drop down menu. You have four nonlinear lookup tables: HSV, Hotjet, and MTF. So if I change it to that, that means that even with just one color, you can have access to an indication of the amount, the intensity of fluorescence, depending on the lookup table itself. You can control both levels manually, and once you play, if you go back to automatic mode, the top part will automatically adjust. To get back to a 0 level, just double click or right click. So you can obviously play the movie, stop the movie, play it on loop. Then you have different parts. To have the scale bar appear, bottom right, the time scale, to choose the replay speed, real time, or faster or slower. I won't go into all of these. Here you have the image. One thing you can do is go to image height field, and that way you have a different type of projection. Instead of seeing the whole field of view, you see it in a 2D plane with peaks of fluorescence that move over time. If you right click here and go to perspective projection, you see the movie differently. Then going back to the regular image, you can have distances by just clicking on it and then drawing a different a type of line here. It will appear top left. You can do multiple, draw different things, and then you'll have a full table. You can export the full table plus a snapshot so you know which lines you drew. Have an angle, and get a histogram. So the histogram, when I click on it, gives you on the x-axis the intensity of fluorescence with respect to the lookup table that you chose, and the y-axis gives you the number of fibers that have that amount of fluorescence. So if I change the lookup table, the shape will change just because the x-axis is defined by the lookup table. It doesn't change the values though. This is binned, so it's really a histogram, and you have here the full count, therefore the number of fibers that you have in your field of view.